Hello everyone and welcome to a game between ReMinD and Moon. This is a Night Elf versus Night Elf mirror match here in the forests of Amazonia, as Moon has spawned as the red Night Elf on the top right hand side of the map. Meanwhile over here ReMinD has spawned as the yellow Night Elf over here on the bottom left. Night Elf versus Night Elf, a 1v1 matchup. We'll see what these players have in store for us, as well. Night Elf mirrors have gone a lot of different ways in years past. I remember when it was just Keeper of the Grove, Bears, and Thorns aura. For some time, I remember when it was Huntresses with Priestess of the Moon, mass hunts trying to put pressure on each other. Question is, what will we be seeing this time around? Help me, hello. Yes, I am live. Thank you for tuning in. Tree huggers unite. I don't know. Those Ancient of Wars, see those trees, they hug, but they also hit, man. They squeeze pretty hard. So I do recommend not trying to hug an Ancient of War. I don't know if they really like it. Mass archers, mass glaives, yep. Different types of styles, mass dryads, and well, it's always like one versus the other. Who really comes out on top? Moon is going to be going for Priestess of the Moon. Meanwhile, we're looking at a Demon Hunter first coming in from ReMinD. Yeah, Night Elf Mirror is a matchup that is quote-unquote all over the place. Sometimes mirror matches look like a true mirror where everyone just goes the exact same thing. That is currently not the case here. Archer waiting to try and get that lightning shield. Is it going to get the lightning shield? Finally gets the lightning shield. Going to dive on in and get some damage across all of these units. Even the rogue absorbing some of that damage, as well as we now see some repairs underway. Priestess of the Moon coming across, really adding up some of that damage, trying to get away. There's a lightning shield across another rogue right there. It's going to end up getting finished off. Priestess of the Moon may be able to get to level 2 pretty quickly, at getting in a little bit of true shot aura damage, and then perhaps going to be going for searing arrows if he knows that his opponent is in fact going for a demon hunter. Yeah, that's the last thing you want. You don't need that much mana on your Priestess of the Moon. Searing arrows. It would be interesting if the searing arrows effect actually gave the orb of fire effect. I gotta believe, in terms of all of the arrow effects, the auto attacks, cold arrows, the black arrows, all of those. Searing arrows seems to be one of the weaker ones. It just does a little bit of bonus damage, and that's pretty much it. As the archer now trying to retreat away. All right, little bit of searing arrow damage again. Archer going to try and drink some more Moonwell once more, and this is just burning through all of these Moonwells here from ReMinD. ReMinD being forced to, well, drinks from these Moonwells to keep that one archer alive and well. Priestess of the Moon now going to, well, attempt to back away. Taking a little bit of damage. Ring of Protection, Mantle of Intelligence here, just still retreating back. Demon Hunter may be able to get in another mana burn once more, but, well, I guess he doesn't. Does he? I'm assuming he wants the mana burn. Not quite sure what the Priestess of the Moon is doing. Is he just trying to buy time while running across the map? We are looking at Huntresses now joining in on the fight. We are getting Ultra Vision. Meanwhile, down to the south, the Huntress Hall is a little bit late. All right. It seems like, I don't know, some weird Night Elf courting ritual where the Demon Hunter and the Priestess of the Moon are just running around and frolicking in the forest here with nothing else really going on. Priestess is not a he. Sometime I'm talking about the player ReMinD controlling the Priestess. Sometime I'm actually talking about the Priestess. Huntress and Priestess of the Moon now making its way back across here. Ancient of War still training up additional Huntresses as well. You can't be sure these days. I have never asked what type of pronoun the Priestess of the Moon prefers me using. Priestess of the Moon clearing up the Forest Troll Trapper and well, all the remaining here, and even if they did tell me what type of pronoun to use, I would often forget. Demon Hunter now clearing up the rest of the Murlocs here. Mass Archers going to be going up against these Huntresses here. That's going to be, well, a little bit of a risk until ReMinD can actually get the improved bows with the improved range. One of the reasons why the Archers need that improved range is their range is actually quite limited right now, only at 500 compared to the Huntress's 225. So by the time the Archers get within a range, the Huntress's faster movement speed is able to close in on that distance, and then with that glaive bounce, able to, well, a glaive bounce and normal damage, able to rip through these Archers and their low hit points. We are getting a level 2 True Shot aura already as the units are looking to retreat back. Demon Hunter continuing to clean things up here. Forest Troll could get taken down. Sasquatch could get taken down as well. Sentry Wards and all of these going to get picked up once more. Forest Troll now looking to back away. Meanwhile, Priestess of the Moon, double circlets of nobility, Cloak of Shadows on a Priestess of the Moon if it wants to, well, do the hide it during the day as well. Most likely will just be sold and then trying to pick up some additional items. Oh, well, sells the Dust of Appearance. All right, that came at a bit of a surprise to me. Selling the Dust of Appearance, maybe trying to go after or pick up some Scrolls of Protection, perhaps, and well, perhaps pick up some additional items. Tome of Intelligence +2, and also does pick up a Wand of Illusion. All right. Demon Hunter now looking to back away as well. Huntress is now trying to move around here, trying to get a decent surround onto that Demon Hunter as the Demon Hunter now looks to back up. The Priestess of the... Really? You? Oh, no. You know what? Politics is always a dangerous thing to talk about. I'm going to try and avoid it. Huntress is now trying to, well, chase away that Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter now trying to flee back once more. We are still looking at, well, Tree of Ages taking the Tree of Eternity, going up against Moon's Tree of Life. All right, so Moon is still at tier 1, going up against tier 2, eventually tier 3. Glaive Throwers are joining in, and we are going to be looking at a little bit of damage here. Are we going to get some repairs down? Yes, we are. In comes some repairs. Wisp trying to get the repairs off on here, and may end up getting a surround onto the Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter trying to retreat back now, as the Wisp were able to get enough repairs onto the Glaive Thrower, and this is a tier 1 fight going up against a nearly tier 3. Demon Hunter is going to be able to get more experience as well. There's an illusion off to the front here. Glaives are going to be firing from quite a distance, so the Huntress is in the front line spot. Glaives in the back, as Moon sitting with a 49 supply compared to against 41. There are Ancient of Wars getting uprooted to try to join in on the battle. Archers trying to add in more damage as the Glaive Throwers are just pushing their way through, and will start to be able to get in some damage here in just a moment. Priestess of the Moon does have Scroll of Protection and Scroll of Healing. More repairs are underway as the Huntress could end up getting taken down. No Staff of Preservation since Moon is still only at tier 1. One Glaive Thrower gets taken down. There's a Roar out onto the battlefield, benefiting the rest of the Archers here. And, well, Staff of Teleportation on that Demon Hunter to try to come back the other way. Meanwhile, Glaive Throwers does have a number of repairs, a little bit more damage here. Searing Arrows perhaps to try and pick. Moon is still racking up quite a bit of damage here. Priestess of the Moon sitting at level 3, almost a level 4. Level 2 Searing Arrows could be coming in here momentarily as we're looking at, well, the last 2 Apprentice Wizards about to get finished off. Finish them off, get to level... Well, will not get to level 4, but going to get incredibly close. Glaive Thrower is now being brought back over. Archers, while trying to find their way through damage, they're at +4 as well as the Priestess of the Moon. Well, the Roar offsetting the True Shot aura. All right, continuing the fight around. There is Scroll of Protection coming back every which way. Bears now sitting in their bear form at level 2, able to get in some more damage here. Priest or Goblin Zeppelin with some great Zeppelin micro. We need to see all of these Wisp are on auto repair to try and keep this Glaive Thrower alive. Just right click auto repair. That's going to be enough. Level 4 now on the Priestess of the Moon. Level 2 Searing Arrows could be on board, and that is going to be even more damage. Why isn't it using level 2 Searing Arrows? That is the question. Level 2 Searing Arrows, a Druid of the Claw, going to be absorbing quite a bit of damage while he is still in Druid form. And every point of damage it takes while in Druid form, well, is a lot more damage removed once he does try to go into, well, Bear form. 57 supply compared to 39. Priestess of the Moon still leading this charge here. More damage adding on through. No searing arrows on the Priestess of the Moon peak, oddly enough, as well, it has mana and not doing anything with it. I wonder if Moon realizes that he isn't using searing arrows and, well, not getting in the bonus damage he could be getting. All right, that big damage right there. Bear is now still trying to retreat back. There is no Staff of Preservation. Unit still trying to retreat back here once more. Priestess of the Moon down to 450 hit points, trying to finish off, get in some last bits of damage once more. And I believe the Priestess of the Moon could be at level 5 if it had just turned on searing arrows. Now sitting at level 5 there's a mana burn coming back across. A little bit of mana being regenerated. Goblin Zeppelin picking up some units, 54 supply compared to 29. Army size 46 compared to 18. And ReMinD, well, ReMinD is looking to rebuild. All right, Bears getting trained up. 29 over 30 supply. Currently supply blocked. Additional moon wells are needed. Is Moon going to be able to rebuild this army? Look at how many huntresses are in low hit point here. And, well, how is he going to be able to recover all of these hit points? Scroll of Healing may absolutely be necessary. Does have one right now. May try to buy another 2 or 3 of those. As Moonstone is going to also allow these huntresses to regenerate some hit points in just a second. There it is, now getting some natural regeneration once more. 8 harvesters, and that is it. 43 supply army. Detonating one single wisp could be better. There was a Scroll of Healing to try and bolster this entire army once more. Does also have a Scroll of Protection. Gonna buy an additional Scroll of Healing most likely. There we are. We're gonna be off to the races again as in comes this fight here. Demon Hunter trying to go after the units. Orb of Venom. So much damage getting added back and forth. No Staff of Preservation. The Huntress is running back home as the units are trying to retreat back here. Low hit point Huntress. Scroll of Protection finally being used. Quick detonation right there. Shadow Meld not in time as the Priestess of the Moon still fighting its way through and doesn't have searing arrows. Level 3 True Shot Aura. That is going to be plus damage across all of these units still as the Priestess of the Moon still leading the charge here as the Demon Hunter could be in a little bit of problems. No, Potion of Healing coupled with a Rejuvenation more than enough to recoup some of that damage. Another Rejuvenation on another one of ReMinD's units as the Priestess of the Moon still fighting its way through. Still very curious about why Moon didn't turn on searing arrows, and that would greatly change the course of the game as we could end up getting to, well, a Starfall here much more quickly. More damage adding up. Priestess Bear still trying to retreat back. Damage still adding in more and more. Moonwell's trying to heal as, well, we are looking at no Scroll of Town Portal for a retreat on all of these huntresses. Priestess of the Moon has to be very careful. Units are trying to retreat back as as all the huntresses are now trying to retreat away here. There goes one huntress again. Meanwhile, Priestess of the Moon still fighting, still trying to take down units, and it looks like ReMinD will be able to hold this. There's a Dust of Appearance. That's going to be another dead as we now see level 5 on the Demon Hunter. All right, level 3 Evasion over level 3 Mana Burn on that Demon Hunter. Priestess of the Moon unable to do very much. Did it start to finally use searing arrows? That is the question. Night Elf unit got natural regeneration from night? Yes. No, Night Elf units always have 200% regeneration at night and 0 regeneration during the day. So if you look at the Huntress right now, it will... Well, no, that's a bad example. 165, 166, 167. It's actually regenerating still at night, but once the day happens, it is off. All right. Glaive Thrower coming back around. Searing Arrows finally being used. And, well, that's actually adding quite a bit more damage. You can see every bit of damage, even with the 7 armor on that Demon Hunter. Each attack from the Priestess of the Moon dealing about 40 points of damage. Unit's going to be trying to double back around. Once more, Priestess of the Moon and those Huntresses looking to retreat back. Another part of the day-night cycle. Orc Human always has 100% regen. Undead has 200% regen on Blight and 0 off of Blight. And Night Elf has 0% during the day, 200% at night. All right, coming back through. Huntress is continuing this battle here. Priestess of the Moon trying to snake away. Will it be able to get away down to 260 hit points? And not having access to bears may actually start to become the downfall. ReMinD able to get back to even. Rejuvenation a little bit late there as the bears now joining in on the battle. Another mana burn coming across here And well, I think one of the reasons why ReMinD didn't start mana burning the Priestess of the Moon was that he didn't want to indicate or show to his opponent that he wasn't using Searing Arrows. As soon as Searing Arrows was starting to be used, the Demon Hunter said, okay, now it is worth it for me to actually start to mana burn you, and that's what we're looking at here. Priestess of the Moon and a Demon Hunter doing a little bit of a taunt back and forth. Demon Hunter knowing that by using the mana burn, it would indicate, hey, the Priestess of the Moon needs to find a way to use some of that mana. All right, coming back through. Well, Priestess of the Moon trying to retreat back here. It looks like one Huntress was taken down. Dryads trying to continue that fight. Another Huntress going to get taken down here. Rejuvenation. Scroll of Healing brought back over. So much damage. Another Dryad getting taken down there. As we're looking at the Demon Hunter trying to finish off perhaps another Huntress here. Orb of Venom working its toll, working its magic, trying to take down another unit. There goes another Huntress slowly ticking away down to 71. One more shot should finish it off from the Demon Hunter. Yes, it does, as the Demon Hunter has plus 18 damage. Priestess of the Moon down to 300 hit points here, trying to retreat back. ReMinD now with a sizable lead, and there is the GG, a beautiful hold by ReMinD when he was down to 29 supply compared to Moon's 51. With that, though, with that, ReMinD calculated his advantages. He had the tech advantage. He had Moonwells. He had Dryads. He also had that Orb of Venom. That Orb of Venom making a very big difference, as well as you saw that last battle right before the GG, attacking with an Orb of Venom, and well, 5-6 seconds later, suddenly, because of that damage over time, being able to be finished off with another hit. Great play right there. And well, Moon was unable to strike while the iron was hot to finish off that game. Let me know what you guys thought of the game in the comments below. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you everyone on Twitch for hanging around, and I'll see you guys next time.